Hello, welcome to Do It Yourself with Wayne. Today we got a small project. My selfie stick from my GoPro has broken, and I'm going to attempt to repair this with some Weld plastic bonder. Now, I did a video before using this product. It's a much larger piece of plastic that had broken at my office. It has worked very well. It's been probably close to a year. That part is still in the machine, still working great. But this is a much smaller project, so we're going to be working with a lot smaller details. So we're going to use this plastic bonder again, because I got a plastic piece that's broken off, like I said, my selfie stick. I put a picture up in the corner to hopefully show you a little bit better idea of what the break actually looks like and what we're working with. So let's get started. First thing, I got the Weld plastic bonder. I've got a piece of cardboard here that I'll be mixing it on. And anytime you do something like that, and this is a little bit small, but get you something to put on your work surface to make sure you don't get glue or whatever on your work surface. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of places, so this is my dining room table, and I certainly don't want it messed up. That would get me in a lot of trouble. So I got this white envelope here. It should be big enough for this project, but anything else, pretty much I would want a larger something to cover up the top of the table to make sure it doesn't get damaged. So anyway, let's start mixing some glue. We'll see if we can get this cap off of here. It doesn't want to come off just yet. There we go. Now I got the cap off, and let's see if this stuff's still any good. Well, I didn't need that much, but came out in a big spurt or squirt, so I got a bunch of it. Okay, now I got my glue mixed up really thoroughly, and I'm gonna let it set for a little bit to let it start hardening. And I know you can't hardly see these parts because they're so small, but I got a little nut that came out of here. I'm gonna put that back in place. I'm gonna try and glue this with that nut in there, but I gotta be real careful that I don't get any glue in the threads of that nut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of glue on my toothpick, and I'm just going to dab it on there very lightly around where I want it. Like I said, I got way more glue here than I need. And this stuff is supposed to set in 15 minutes. But I can tell you from the other project that I did, it took considerably longer than 15 minutes for it to set really thoroughly. So if you use this, don't rush it. Give it plenty of time, pardon me. Give it plenty of time to set. Alright, now I'm going to try and put this thing in place. Let's see, it goes that way. And some of my glue kind of pressed out around the edges. That's normal. I'm going to wipe a little bit of that with my finger. But a lot of that I'm going to leave on there. And after it cures good, I'll take my pocket knife or whatever I need and get a little bit of that off if it impedes the movement of the GoPro pivot point. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I'll show you a little more after this sets up. But for now, if you find this video enjoyable or useful, please click like and share it with your friends. And we've got a lot of other videos online for do-it-yourself stuff around the house. If you subscribe to our channel, it'll make it a lot easier to find those. And also, we're starting another YouTube channel called Bucket List Time with Ann and Wayne. And we'll be in our camper, going places. We'll be doing videos about destinations that we go to. And also some things about, improvements and modifications we made on the camper. So there's some DIY stuff there too, but it's all going to be related to camping. So anyway, that's Bucket List Time with Ann and Wayne. I'll put a link in the bottom to that channel. And that's about it. I'm just got to wait on this to cure now. At this point, it's probably been a half an hour or so since I glued this. And I put it back on here, and I'm just not real sure this is going to work. I think this is a real difficult repair for any glue. So what I'm going to do is I mixed up a little bit more glue, and I'm going to put a layer along the outside just to help strengthen the bond up a little bit. And hopefully that'll help make the fix a little stronger. And I'll show you a close-up of this after I get it done. And one more thing I'd like to mention, as time goes on, this may work, it may not work. If it works or if it don't work, later I'll put comments in the description about how it worked over time. Because when I get through, this may work fine, but it may not last. And if you know much about YouTube videos, once you upload something, you can't go back and edit it. You can take stuff out, but you can't add to it. So I can't go back in and say, well, this didn't work, but I can add to the comments. So if anything changes, you know, like I said, if it works or if it don't work, or whatever I think might be of some value to my viewers, I'll come back and add that to the comments or in the description part of the video, because I can edit that. I can't hold this thing now, because I can edit the description. I just can't edit the video itself. Now unfortunately my camera won't focus any closer than this. This is about as close as I get in it being focused. But as you can see, I added glue to the outside edge where the crack went across this way, just above that nut there. And I did that on both sides. And also in the cavity in here where the nut is at, that this part screws into to tighten up, I added glue inside that cavity there on both sides, being careful not to get any glue in the threads of that nut. So I did that, and that I hope will help strengthen this up quite a bit. At this point, it's been a couple weeks since I started this video and did the repair. When I did this glue, I didn't try doing anything with it for a couple of days. We went on a camping trip, as you heard a little earlier in the video. I mentioned our other YouTube channel, which is Bucket List Time with Ann and Wayne. We went to the New River State Park in North Carolina, and we did multiple videos with this GoPro camera and my selfie stick. And I'm really pleased with the repair. I think the glue on the outside edges really helped a lot to strengthen up the plastic. I think if I had not put the glue on the outside, it would have been a lot more likely to fail again. But we used it quite a bit on our camping trip, and it has held up very well. So I'm very pleased with the repair at this point. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks and we've used it quite a bit. So anyway, if you find this video useful, please click like on it, share it with your friends. That really helps us grow to bring more videos for you. And if you subscribe to our channel, it makes it a lot easier for you to find our future videos as well as our previous videos. So at this point, we'd just like to say thank you for visiting. Do it yourself with Wayne, and we hope you have a great day.